Hi everyone, I have not been here in a very long while and forgive the glare over here. I have changed department since last year and there's quite a big learning curve for me even until this year. So I haven't been filming anything. I thought perhaps it would be nice to share a bit about my 2023 year ahead draw and show you mine for the next year. I will share with you what I experienced this year, what is most memorable for me this year. I hope you will come along with me. So this line over here, the King of Wands represent the theme for the year for 2023. The Five Pentacles reverse is the obstacle that I must take note of, with the Eight of Pentacles as the advice. For the King of Wands, what I experienced most this year was taking up leadership in many things. How I experienced the King of Wands was that I was told to take part and organize many events for my company, and in the meantime I also have to be a leader when speaking with a particular colleague of mine who to me seems like she has some self-esteem issues. Usually I'm not somebody who give advice to colleagues because my position isn't that high. I'm not qualified enough, and usually I don't really care. This colleague of mine made me so angry once that I really thought that I have to go into the hospital because my heart was pumping so fast. What I was surprised by about myself was that even though I was so pissed off, I managed to engage her and told her where she made me angry and why, even though she may have a point, really I don't feel like she has a point, but if she really has a valid point, an objective valid point, it is not the correct way to say that to in her tone. So I felt like I went above what I usually do by engaging her like this, and so I feel that the King of Wands is really a valid theme for me this year. I also became more visible, and one reason why was doing a career coaching this year. The career coach that spoke to me was saying things like, I noticed that you were wanting to be visible, so I felt that you are a bit shy. Maybe you can step out and lead a few of these things. So I did lead. I am part of a do-it-yourself community where there are quite a lot of mechanics engineers over there. They man broken electronics but one of this is to reduce waste, and I don't think that I'm not even very savvy with mending things. So the only way I could contribute was showing the people use sewing machine, and I was called to demonstrate how to set up a sewing machine and sew a straight line to participants. This is something I would never have done because I don't like to show off. In fact, if I feel that I have nothing to show off, I will feel even more adverse to doing so, which is the case with setting up of sewing machine. I can only set up, but I cannot sew. That's why it was uncomfortable for me, but I managed to overcome that uncomfortable feeling, and I think I got good reviews from the participants. At the same time, I also step up in my own local tarot meetup group. Usually I would stay by myself in a corner, but this year I spoke to more of the newbies who came into the group, and I talked to them more. So I really feel that I embody the King of Wands this year. With regard to the obstacle, which is the Five of Pentacles, I was thinking that it might possibly be referring to how much I'm overstepping myself, that I forgot to take care of myself, which is true. I'm not sure if I've done well to overcome this obstacle, but the advice card was about doing things over and over until we arrive at the correct solution. So I'm definitely working on knowing how to regulate myself, how to work better with the things I'm stepping up in in my life about. The months over here, so left to right, January to June, then the bottom will be July to December. I cannot remember much about the earlier parts of the years, but June was definitely a good month for me because I finally went over to Kumamoto in Japan, and I managed to view the attractions that I was thinking about during the last few years when I wasn't able. I managed to view all those spiritual spots, which is the Kikuchi Valley. I think the High Priestess over here signals the kind of spiritual knowledge I gained in connecting to the shrines over there in the natural spaces. What I do remember, of course, is nearer to the end of the year. So that was in October. That was the busiest October I ever had in the last 10 years of my life, I believe. Like, I was being driven to keep working and working on a few events for my company, and I was very tired. I was juggling quite a lot of responsibility, which is what the Ten of Wands is usually signified by. In November, I went to a spiritual spot in a neighboring country that I've looked at since the start of the year, and it was much more majestic than I ever imagined. So I believe that's the part of the Ace of Swords. The Seven of Pentacles is reverse, is telling me to, is signaling the month of rest for me, which is what I'm doing right now. So what you're looking right now is my draw for 2024. So this is actually a new deck I acquired this year. It was quite cheap, going for quite cheaply. It was cheaper, I mean, on a local marketplace, and it was unopened, so very good deal. I don't really know all the concepts behind the terms over here. So again, the theme, which is rotation, the advice, the obstacles, which is the benevolent guide, and the advice, which is the conjunction. Without knowing what the actual terms means too much or too deeply, what I can tell from the picture is that I will need to learn how to have some structure next year. That's because with the rotation and the conjunction, it's being enclosed, but not the obstacle, which looks very free and easy. So I'm not sure how this will be playing out next year. I'm a little scared, to be honest. But anyway, just to remember that perhaps it's good to put in some rules. For the month on the whole, there are quite a few bursts of colors here and there, which I took as a better month. But what I'm also more concerned about is the chaos card in the October position, which is again my birthday month. I hope it won't be a chaotic birthday month. And of course, in July, a bit worried about the fog part, because in fog you cannot see clearly, and fog is meant to be a bit more hazardous than the usual mist. The ash itself is also a bit worrisome because it's very inert and dead. I'm probably looking more forward to spring instead, August and September. Hopefully you all like this video. Please also share with me if you have done your own year ahead reading, and I'd like to hear your thoughts on mine. And yeah, see you next time. Bye.